Matt to the party. And then it don't be like that, man. Hold on. 'Cause Matt was on. He might be off now. Monkey boy. Yeah, he might have just got off. Nope, he on. Join the party, nigga. Oh, wait a minute. Shit, I'm tripping. Oopsie. Yeah, I didn't even mean to. I was straight up accident. Why is it not allowing me to? There we go. That's what I was trying to do. How bad you beat him? Nigga quit. He seen. Gotcha. Bro, cause he not that good, bro. I was killing that nigga. I was killing that nigga. Sorry ass. Sorry ass James. They was like, damn, what happened to James? That nigga ran into Notre Dame. Nigga ran into Notre Dame. That's what happened. I stole his. He lost to Miami, and then that lost to me. That shit fucked him up. I know you're not looking at. Well, if you don't join NCAA, man, come on, Matt, join the party, bro. Matt tripping. Sound like a personal issue. I don't know why. I ain't scared of man. I just beat that nigga. He had a 26 to 7 league, and then I put up 44 straight on that nigga. Yeah, nigga, 44-26. Or excuse me, 33 straight. Hey, Matt, what's up, bro? What up, my boy? I told you he was joining the party. Bro. You're not even at the house. Yeah, that's crazy. I thought you was at the crib. I had you online. That's wild. Hey, did you watch that game against Archie? Hey, I tell you, hold on, I'm gonna send you this video how basically the game ended. This nigga called himself. When I tell you, he pulled out every bit of cheese you possibly could, bro. Like he literally pulled out every bit of cheese that he possibly could. Like this nigga hit me with a double reverse pass at a Wildcat. Like every gadget play you could think of. Like this nigga ran for 2 touchdown pass. He ran for 2 touchdowns out of that heavy set, and nigga still couldn't win because of this play I'm about to send you. And I tell you, there's not a better play that I think I've made defensively than this shit right here. Like, check your DM. Hey, speaking of niggas, you ready to play, nigga? Yeah, I know he was. I got his ass. Um, I clocked that nigga down. Nah, BYU, Notre Dame. Nigga, we gotta play damn near 3 times over the next 24 hours. All right. Yeah, this nigga want to win in the playoffs. Yeah, that nigga gonna play hard as shit in the playoffs. That's funny. Niggas, bro. Niggas. Niggas, bro. I don't know. It ain't even a down year for a lot of people. You know what this is? This is hey, I finally got an over 90 defense for niggas because all them other niggas that normally don't be getting their ass beat by me or be barely beating me on some fuck shit, I finally got them. Bro, and this nigga had home field advantage against me, dog. When I tell you, that's what I forgot. That nigga had home field advantage and was whipping out every play possible. This nigga ran a double reverse pass, that run heavy shit, that the Hulk. I'm like, damn. The crazy thing was, I was prepared for it because of playing KJ. Because you know, playing KJ, nigga, we see all that shit. Hey, let me know when to send, man. Kalen watching my shit. I know he can hear me. Maybe not. Streaming? Yeah. Hey, that's some shit, nigga. You on? What's up, man? All right. You gotta hate me. Definitely running different offenses since I got people tuning in. What's up, Reginald? They could just hear me. They should be able to hear you. Not gonna tell you what John said, but it wasn't nice. How are you gonna wear? Are you gonna wear all black? That's fine. Whatever. Nah, you can wear whatever you want to wear. Whatever. Something like that. Something like that.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for space. It's Grove. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Grove. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moving away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the tight end. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Keller. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter.
Touchdown, BYU! And they have the first points of the game.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Crank up this drive with the pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To work up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now.
A shot toward the end zone. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Pulls and fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Try to get it to the edge. Sweet cut there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, a short yardage situation. They decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The Cougars have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cougars! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He'll try it again. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave
Yeah, it is a nice comeback route. Most important part of a comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running a go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football, catch it. Nice route by the wide receiver.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll immediately call timeout.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And this one is perfect. And now they take the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ready to get moving. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Irish! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Fires downfield. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. from the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Right back to the well. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings, but man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Let's go. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's begin on what's going on in a big one in the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Keller. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got an open man. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.